I'm going to do a quick syllabus walkthrough of the important things and maybe answer some questions you might have about the course. So just being on the home page here to get to the syllabus, of course, you can just click on the link to the syllabus. This video is going to live right here. And this is the syllabus for the semester. So I highly recommend printing it off. It has our entire schedule and all the things that you need to know for the summer. Like I said, I'm just going to go through some of the important things. Notice it says the contact hours is 14 hours a week. That's really like how much time you would be if we were in person, not including the time that you need to spend outside of class actually working. So you should spend about 8 hours on the lecture materials, but you should also be spending more time after that on the assignments. And then you're going to have 2 labs a week. So that's 6 hours a week. And you're going to get your 5 credit hours for this. The lecture, everything in the lecture materials is going to be asynchronous, and your lab is from 12 to 2:50 in ICM 1404 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I'm going to kind of skip ahead. This is where my office is. I will be in my office Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday mornings mostly. But office hours are going to be the best time to see me. Office hours are Tuesdays and Wednesdays from 9 to 10. They're in ICN 1003, so just a couple doors down from where the lab is. I chose that room because there's some space. We can spread out and work on things if you want to. You're welcome to come to one or both of those. I made sure to schedule one on Tuesday since that's when your lab is, so I expect you'll be in it at some point. If that time doesn't work for you, please let me know because I can schedule an appointment with you. The first 2 weeks, though, it is going to be 8:30 to 9:30 instead of 9 to 10, but I will send out an email regarding that. Textbook wise, you don't have to buy a textbook. Our textbook is online for free. You can find the link here. You can find it on the homepage wherever. You do need the lab manual, but you don't have to purchase it. Your instructor, who should be Dave, will post the PDF of it so that you can download the whole thing. And what I recommend doing is just going to go print off the whole lab manual at the library, then you don't have to pay for it. If Dave doesn't give you that PDF, let me know and I can send it to you guys. You do have to purchase the online homework program. We will be using what's called active chemistry, and this is the link to it. It's about $40 if you just purchase it through the website, and it's about $48 if you go through the bookstore. But if you need to use financial aid, you have to go through the bookstore. So what you're going to do is you're going to follow this link, and then you're going to use this code BRKKJ2 to actually join my class. There's nothing there right now, but that's where all of your online homework is going to be. If you do not purchase this, you will not get the credit for your homework assignments through there. So that's where a lot of our practice is going to be, and it gives you really good feedback. So make sure that you purchase that. You have like 2 weeks, I think, from the beginning of the course to actually pay for it. You can use it for the first 2 weeks, but in order to get all your credit, you need that. And you absolutely need a scientific calculator. 83 or higher is what you're going to need really for this course. I recommend an 89 because especially if you take CHEM 162, you're going to need a TI 89. Okay, here's all the stuff we're going to learn. You guys can read that. These are kind of all the chapters that we're going to be going through, and these are all the labs that you are going to be doing. Notice they do line up for the most part. What I would do is make sure that you get the module that goes with the lab done before lab so you understand what's going on in lab. And I'll try to tell you during the week like which one you should complete before lab so that you're not confused when you get to the lab. A couple of course policies, the census day policy, the refund period is June 5th through June 9th. So just keep that in mind. That's where you can drop without any penalty. At midterm, if you have not been doing anything for 2 weeks, or if you have not attended 3 of the labs or completed more than 60% of the coursework, it will drop you, but I will send you an email if anything like that is amiss. And of course, the method of evaluation. This is where everybody has the most questions. Okay, these are where how your percentages are going to work out this semester. Notice a D is a 65, not a 60. So in order to pass the course, you do need a 65%. You will have active chemistry assignments that make up 5% of your grade, practice worksheets that are 5%, group quizzes, which are really like reviews before the exam that are 5%. Exams, which are 35%, lab work is 30%, and the final exam is 20%. Now you'll notice I've got like drop 2 of 12 here. You have 12 active chemistry assignments. You get to drop 2, so you can drop the lowest 2 or just not do 2 of them if you don't want to. Practice worksheets, same, you get to drop 1 of 10. And exams, you will have 4 regular exams. You do get to drop 1 of them, the lowest percentage, whatever it may be. And then the final exam is 20% no matter what. Okay, so I've got some expectations on here. You are expected to spend roughly 12 to 16 hours weekly engaging with material for this course. That means, and that's excluding the lab, that means watching the lecture videos, doing the practice. I know it sounds like a lot, but this is an 8-week course and there is a lot of material we have to cover very quickly. So you are going to have to put in the work and the effort. This is not just going to be an easy, I can take the test and be done. I highly recommend putting in the work, especially in the beginning, because this class really builds. So if you're struggling in the beginning, it's really going to affect you in the future. Active chemistry assignments gives you really good feedback. Practice worksheets, you're going to be turning in for participation credit. So just if you did it, then you'll get the points for it. And I will be posting the key so you can check your answers and then ask me questions. Group quizzes are going to be right before the exam. They'll be due the last day that the exam is open, and you can work as a group and you can turn in one per group. And I'll post a little bit more about those later. Exams. Okay, this is probably the most important thing. You have to schedule an appointment to take your exam in the testing center. The tests are open for about 3 to 4 days. Most of the time I open them a Thursday to a Tuesday. So if you want to take it on your lab day while you're here, you can totally do that. But you have to schedule an appointment. They do have drop-in hours, but scheduling an appointment is probably the best way to go to make sure that you can get there. Make sure you read through all this stuff on the testing center site so you know what you need to bring and how to be prepared for the exams. I'll probably post another video when we get closer to the exams, but just kind of keep that in mind, okay? If you miss an exam, that's just your dropped exam. You do not get to make it up if you do it late. You can make arrangements if you need to take an exam early, but there shouldn't really be any reason that you can't in those 4-ish days that I have it available. The final exam is multiple choice and not optional. If you miss it, you get a 0, and that's 20% of your grade. Late work assignments lose 10% each week they are late, starting the day after they are due. Late work won't be accepted 2 weeks after the due date or before the end of the finals. This is really for like homework assignments and things. This obviously does not apply to tests. And then we've got the lecture schedule. So you'll notice I have each of the modules listed, what you're going to do in each of those modules, and then your assignments for each module over here. So for example, in module 1, you have a worksheet and an active chemistry assignment. They are both due Sunday the 11th at 11:59 p.m. All of your assignments are due at 11:59 p.m. on Sundays for the homework. The review stuff and the exams are going to be due on Tuesdays or Thursdays when you come in to take the exam. So like I said, exams are usually open a Thursday through a Tuesday. And on that Tuesday, the last day to take the exam is when that group quiz is due. Now, of course, you want to do the group quiz before the exam because the group quiz has similar questions to what you will see on the exam. But that's kind of when everything is going to be open for you. Okay. Some weeks have 2 modules due. Some weeks have 1 module due. Usually the week that you're testing, there's only 1 module that is due, but please reference this. I won't change any of these due dates. The only thing I would ever do is push something later, but these are going to stay intact for the most part. The only thing that's not due on a Tuesday, Thursday for exams is exam 2 because July 4th is a Tuesday. So that group quiz is actually due on a Wednesday and that testing window will close on Wednesday. Like I said, everything else is Sundays, Tuesdays, Thursdays. Okay. The final exam, however, is going to be open Monday through Thursday of that finals week. And you do have to take that in the testing center. Okay. Last thing is the lab calendar is down here as well. These are the labs you're going to be doing each week. So hopefully you can kind of plan when to do your modules so that you are prepared for lab and understand what's going on in the lab. And if you have questions, let me or Dave know.